could be your supermodel if you believe, if you see it in.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am GlamPreezy and today we are going to be talking about the Faux Filter Foundation from Huda Beauty. Please stay tuned. Okay guys, so I picked up the new foundation, of course, from Huda Beauty. It is called Faux Filter Foundation. I actually picked mine up from Sephora and I did that order online. You can actually get it in some Sephora locations. I was just in Chicago this weekend and that Michigan Avenue location, Sephora actually has a Huda Beauty thing in their store where they're selling the actual foundation there so that you could take a look at the colors, kind of swatch it, see how you like it. But if you are not near a Sephora that is selling it in stores, you can get it online at hudabeauty.com as well as sephora.com. So I picked mine up in the color Coffee Bean 530R. And I did order mine online and I will tell you that this was a lot easier than picking most foundations online. She did have great descriptions of the color, how neutral it was, how red it was, and they also had pictures of people so that you can see what every shade looks like on somebody's face versus the swatch on the forearm. I thought that was really creative and really helped me in selecting a color. So again, like I said, if you're not near a location, go online. She's really good about that. The foundation retails for $40 and I want to give you a couple of specs, so I apologize if I'm looking down. The jar actually is a 1.18 ounce jar. The typical foundation you're going to get 1 ounce in, and this is the foundation. So that's the packaging. It is plastic. It is not glass. Okay guys, so sorry. I don't know where I left off, but my camera was having a little technical difficulty, so I apologize about that. Let's give you a couple of more specs about the foundation. So the details per Sephora.com says that the foundation is a full to medium coverage. I would agree that it is a full coverage foundation. It says that it is for all skin types. The finish here says quite a few things, actually. It says satin, matte, radiant, and natural. And oddly enough, I would have to agree with all of those, but I'll explain. So it is described as a full coverage foundation, a cream foundation, I'm sorry, that visibly conceals blemishes and imperfections for a filter-like finish. So I would definitely agree with that. Some things that I noted when I was applying the foundation, that I only used one pump of this foundation to get the coverage that I have on now. I did not build this coverage. I got this coverage with my body blender, my Real Techniques body blender, and I got this coverage right off the back. So that was really awesome. In terms of finish, I do agree that it actually had, after it dried down, it had a soft velvet finish to it without being flat. So when I moved my face around, there was still some luminosity there, although it feels like it's dried completely down, like a matte foundation would. And you got that velvety kind of finish with some radiance to it, if that makes any sense. I am a combination skin, and I would have to agree that this foundation would probably be really great also for dry skins as well. Now, I know that I've come back, so I've actually had this foundation on now for like, wow, let me see. I've had this foundation on since 3 o'clock this afternoon, and it is 10:30. So I have not touched up my face at all. So take a good look at this, guys. The only thing that I've touched up is this lip. I mean, seriously, by now I would have gotten some breakthrough oil in the T-zone, especially in the chin and nose area. I mean, I know my highlight is still popping, but that's not oil. That's actually just my highlight. None of my oil has come through. Like, this is ridiculous. I gotta look at this up close, guys. Wow. So I usually get like a creasing right here, and that has not happened. So that's pretty awesome. I did eat, and it's still on. Wow. Wow. I'm really shocked by this foundation right now. Like, literally shocked by this. So going back to the other things, let's see. I did powder the foundation. As you can see in my Get Ready With Me, or I hate to call those Get Ready With Me, because I literally am just doing a demo for you guys so you can see how the product works in action. But I did set my face with the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Terracotta. So I did actually powder. I love powder, so I'm kind of like that person that, even though you probably don't need to powder this foundation, I still powder anyway because I like the security of it. So I did powder, although I believe, in my opinion, that you don't have to powder this foundation. And in fact, if you like a luminous finish, don't powder it, and you'll get a really, really pretty foundation finish for this. I really think that that would be nice as well. So I don't know, again, sorry, I keep apologizing. I don't know where I was, but this is the outer packaging. This is the box for the foundation. And as I had mentioned before, because I know I did, that you get 1.18 fluid ounces in here, which is 0.18 ounces more than you would get in any normal foundation. So she gives you more product. I know that I had also talked about how this foundation package is not glass, although I would have to say it is quite heavy. If you're moving around as a makeup artist and you have this in your kit, don't expect it to be light because it's plastic. It's pretty heavy duty. I love it. I think it's very chic. I don't know. I heard some YouTubers saying that they thought that it was cheap. She could have given us a glass bottle, but I don't really care about that. I kind of prefer plastic. Now, it is a pump, which I like. We love that because I hate when foundations come with no pump on them. And again, as I mentioned, I only used one pump to get this coverage, girl. One pump. And I do remember that when I put the foundation on, it did feel like something was on my face. Now, it didn't feel heavy. It just didn't feel so lightweight that I felt like there was nothing there. As it dried down and as I've worn it, I feel absolutely nothing. And when I touch my face, I don't get a lot of transfer. Which actually, believe it or not, some foundations, when I do that, transfers onto my hand. So, oh, girl, I'm shook. I'm shook. This might be a new holy grail right here. First impression, like, y'all need to go out and get this. Like, you seriously need to go out and get this foundation. If I had to compare this foundation to something, it would probably be the Becca Ultimate Coverage Cream Foundation, except more matte than that. But consistency-wise, it reminds me of that. And coverage-wise, it reminds me of that as well. So this is, girl, yes, she came through, y'all. She did a really great job of capturing those foundations that needed neutral or more red or cooler tones. And I will do a little swatch on the back of my hand so that you could see this foundation. Now, I'm just looking at my phone because I would like to give you guys the description of Coffee Bean on the website. So Coffee Bean is described as rich skin tones with red undertones. Now, I would definitely agree that this is suited for somebody with more warm undertone. Hopefully you can get a good, yeah, my camera's focused. There you go. So that's it there. I picked this up also from Sephora while I was in Chicago. Oh my God. It's a lavender nude pink. It is so pretty. And when I say lavender, I mean that it has blue tones to it. It's cool toned. It's not like a brown or a peach. It's literally like a lilac-y pink. So beautiful. Palettes, I have the Rose Gold Edition as my transition colors. And then I went in with Desert Dusk on my eyes. And the lashes are Huda Beauty as well. These are number 12 Farah Faux Mink lashes. So I tried to make this a Huda-torial, girl, and do everything Huda if I could. I think that's about it. I've got my final verdict on this foundation as far as today, me wearing it today, first impression wise. This is bomb. This is Holy Grail status foundation right here. Also, I don't want to forget to mention that this foundation did launch with a brush. It was a flat kabuki brush for foundation and a primer, which is called the Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base. And actually, I didn't see this, but in the foundation box, they give you a sample of the primer. I didn't see this until after I'd already put my foundation on, girl. So I'm going to try this out tomorrow with this foundation. Thank you so much for tuning in again to one of my videos, listening to me ramble about my makeup addiction, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and subscribe while you're here. The videos are just going to get better, so you might as well just get in the beginning, right? Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one, guys.
If you believe, if you see it